Below is a day-by-day look at landmark moments, games, performances, and more from this week in NBA history. April 17, 1966. The Los Angeles Lakers, getting 41 points from Jerry West, came back from a 34-20 deficit after one quarter to beat the Boston Celtics 133-129 in overtime in Game 1 of the NBA Finals. Boston, however, won the series in 7 games. The Lakers' comeback from 14 points down in the first quarter of Game 1 is the largest first-quarter deficit ever overcome in NBA Finals play. April 17, 1977. The Boston Celtics converted 27 of 28 free throws in Game 1 of their Eastern Conference semifinal series against Philadelphia, beating the Sixers 113-111. April 17, 1982. The Denver Nuggets frontcourt of Alex English, 25.4 ppg, Dan Issel, 22.9 ppg, and Kiki Vandeweghe, 21.5 ppg, became the first trio to each average more than 20 ppg since Bob Pettit, Cliff Hagan and Clyde Lavalette of St. Louis did so in 1961. April 17, 1990. The Minnesota Timberwolves drew 49,551 fans to the Metrodome during a 99-89 loss to Denver. That attendance figure was the third highest total in league history, and it helped the team set an all-time single-season attendance mark, as the Timberwolves drew 1,072,572 fans for 41 games in the Metrodome. April 17, 1993. Atlanta's Dominique Wilkins became the 11th player in NBA history to score 22,000 career points, after hitting for 41 in the Hawks' 110-107 setback against Charlotte. April 17, 1995. Buck Williams of Portland grabbed 12 rebounds during the Blazers' 97-93 road win at Seattle, becoming the 8th NBA player to reach 12,000 rebounds and 15,000 points in a career. April 17, 1999. Utah's John Stockton records his 13,000th career assist when he passed to Karl Malone for a jumper in a 109-93 win over the Los Angeles Lakers. April 17, 2007. On the same day Clyde, the Glide, Drexler is eliminated from the hit reality show Dancing with the Stars, controversial NBA referee Joey Crawford is dismissed from the NBA by Commissioner David Stern following an April 15 incident with San Antonio Spurs star Tim Duncan. April 18. April 18, 1962. The Boston Celtics beat the Los Angeles Lakers 110-107 in overtime in Game 7 of the NBA Finals, despite the 11th straight 30-plus point scoring performance by Lakers forward Elgin Baylor, an NBA playoff record. Bill Russell of Boston tied his own NBA Finals record by grabbing 40 rebounds in the game. April 18, 1966. Bill Russell was named player-coach of the Boston Celtics upon Red Auerbach's retirement. As coach of the Celtics, Russell won 2 NBA championships in 3 seasons. April 18, 1967. Rick Barry of San Francisco scored 55 points as the Warriors beat Philadelphia 130-124 in Game 3 of the NBA Finals, a series Philadelphia eventually won in 6 games. Barry's 55 points is tied for the second highest point total in playoff history, and his 22 field goals made tied Elgin Baylor's NBA Finals record. April 18, 1982. Cleveland closed out its season with a 116-113 OT loss to visiting Detroit. It was the Cavaliers' 19th consecutive loss to close out the season, which was then an NBA record. That mark was surpassed by the Charlotte Bobcats on April 26, 2012 when they lost their 23rd straight game, falling 104-84 to the New York Knicks. April 18, 1991. Utah guard John Stockton, in a 130-103 Jazz win over Seattle at the Salt Palace, dished out 11 assists to finish the 1990-91 season with 1,164 assists, breaking his own NBA record for assists in a season set the previous year. April 18, 1994. Dominique Wilkins of the LA Clippers, who arrived from Atlanta via a trade on February 24, scored 37 points in the Clippers' 134-131 loss to visiting Golden State, becoming the 9th player in NBA annals to score 24,000 career points. April 18, 1996. Orlando's Dennis Scott set a then NBA single-game record by connecting on 11 three-point attempts against Atlanta. April 18, 2001. AC Green of the Miami Heat played in his 1,192nd straight game, extending his all-time NBA record. The 37-year-old Green completed his 16th NBA season. April 19. April 19, 1965. 5 members of the Boston Celtics scored 20 or more points in a 129-123 victory over Los Angeles in Game 2 of the NBA Finals. This was the first time in finals history there were 5 20-point scorers on one team, a feat that would be matched twice in the 1987 NBA Finals between the same two teams. April 19, 1986. Atlanta guard Spud Webb set an NBA rookie record for assists in a playoff game with 18, as the Hawks defeated Detroit 137-125 at the Omni in Game 2 of their Eastern Conference first-round series. April 19, 1988. The Philadelphia 76ers honored Julius Erving prior to a home game against the Bucks, retiring his number 6 uniform and unveiling a larger-than-life Dr. J statue. April 19, 1991. Atlanta's Moses Malone set an NBA record for playing in the most consecutive games without fouling out in the Hawks' 126-120 loss to Detroit at the Omni. It was Malone's 1,046th straight game without a disqualification, breaking Wilt Chamberlain's mark. April 19, 1992. Detroit's Dennis Rodman won his first NBA rebounding title with 1,530 rebounds for an 18.7 RPG average. Those were the highest rebounding marks in the league since the Lakers' Wilt Chamberlain pulled down 1,572 boards for a 19.2 RPG average during the 1971-72 season. Rodman's total of 1,530 rebounds represented 42.1% of the Pistons' total of 363 boards, which is the top individual percentage in NBA history. Rodman went on to lead the NBA in rebounding for 7 consecutive seasons, an NBA record. April 19, 1992. San Antonio's David Robinson became only the 3rd player in NBA history, along with Larry Bird, 1985-86, and Cliff Hagan, 1959-60, to rank among the league's top 10 in 5 different statistical categories. Robinson averaged 23.2 ppg, 7th, 12.2 rpg, 4th, 55.1% field goal percentage, 7th, 2.32 spg, 5th, and 4.49 bpg, 1st. April 19, 1998. Karl Malone finished the season with 2,190 points, an NBA record 11th consecutive season he had reached the 2,000-point plateau. April 19, 2017. Russell Westbrook of the Oklahoma City Thunder scores 51 points in a 115-111 loss to the Houston Rockets. April 20th. April 20th, 1986. Chicago guard Michael Jordan scored an NBA playoff record 63 points, but the Bulls dropped a 135-131 double overtime decision to the Celtics at Boston Garden in Game 2 of the Eastern Conference first round. Jordan shot 22 of 41 from the field and 19 of 21 from the free throw line in his record performance, breaking Elgin Baylor's previous mark of 61 points in a playoff game, set during the Lakers' 126-121 road win at Boston in Game 5 of the 1962 NBA Finals. After the game, Boston's Larry Bird shook his head and proclaimed, "That was God disguised as Michael Jordan." April 20, 1999.